This is Arthur Costa. Arthur Costa is an educator who has written several books about how to teach and learn. Through the course of his studies, he's identified 3 distinct levels of questions that affect teaching and learning, and they are known as Costa's levels of thinking and questioning. These 3 levels help students and teachers ask better, more meaningful questions. And of course, the better your questions, the more you're going to learn. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth. We're going to watch a brief video clip in which Arthur Costa explains the importance of asking the right kinds of questions in the classroom.
One thing we try to do is to help educators become more mindful of their language. And when I say mindful of their language, in other words, they pay attention to their intention. What is the intent of my language? And for teachers, for example, part of the intent is to engage students at higher levels of thinking. And so they're going to want to pay attention to the questions that they ask. Now, teachers ask a lot of questions, and sometimes they don't really think about the question that they're asking, the intent of it, and what effect it's going to have on kids. And so in the book, we try to point out that there are some structure to questions that can purposely engage kids' thinking. There are some questioning strategies that are purposeful in building self-esteem. There are some questioning strategies that deliberately raise kids to higher levels of cognition. And so in the book, we try to spell that out. There's a chapter in the book that spells that out so that teachers can become more mindful when they formulate a question and ask a question because it has intention behind it and it is linguistically structured to engage and to really transform kids' thinking.
Thank you, Arthur. We're now ready to explain the 3 levels that Costa identified. Level 1 is gathering, meaning that the learner is instructed to go and find something. Level 2 is processing, meaning that the learner must put some thought in order to achieve a task. And level 3 is applying, meaning that the learner must take what he or she has learned and apply it to a different, more complex situation. These 3 levels relate to the degree of complexity of the different types of tasks.